Ourz channel. I'm your host, Johnny Utah.
I'm Damien, also known as the Chap and the Cap.
Alright, so this is our first episode here released, so we kind of just want to really introduce ourselves and then tell you what we're going to do.
Yeah, that includes what goals we have for the channel, what we hope to be doing in the future, potential challenges that we can interact with you out there in the universe, and just, again, overall, just seizing the day.
Absolutely. So, I guess I'll go first. I'll kind of introduce myself. So my name, once again, is Johnny Utah. It's actually pretty simple. My name is John, and we live here in Utah. So, very simple, Johnny Utah. However, if you are like an 80s junkhead, 90s junkhead, you've probably heard of the movie Point Break, or you've probably seen it at least. It's a fantastic movie involving one of my favorite actors, Keanu Reeves, and of course the late Patrick Swayze. So, great movie. Wouldn't recommend it for kids. It's got a lot of language in there. But it's an absolute amazing movie if you're into like undercover cop movies. It's such a good one.
Absolutely.
All right, and then I'll have you introduce yourself.
So, I'm the Chap and the Cap. Obviously, I'm also Damien, but how that's all come about is I've always just loved these more newsboy caps. Always had them on throughout high school, going on to now my 30th year on this planet, and just more so the, I guess, tongue-in-cheek rhyme of the Chap and the Cap, Cat in the Hat. I mean, I love stories, so it kind of sticks.
Yeah. All right, so I guess I'll go a little bit into my background personally. So I'm a little bit older than Damien. I'm actually going to my 32nd year. Yeah, I'm getting pretty old out there. However, I have been struggling with being overweight pretty much my whole life. I think the last time I was really in a healthy weight, I'll put it up here, it was quite a long time ago. As you can clearly see here, it was a while ago. I was still a very, very young kid, and since then I had just packed weight and I've held on to it, and I've very much fluctuated. I've been as high as 290, and I've been as low as like 206 in my adulthood, and right now currently I am sitting at 218, and I have a really big goal. I really want to get to about 175, and let me just explain my reasoning here. So just last year, at the very start of January, I was able to learn that I was having my firstborn, and maybe it's a switch that fell off into me that I just had never had that click before. And like I said, I've been going up and down with weight. I mean, I have stress, anxiety, I've gone through depressive episodes, and I've had a lot of highs, I've had a lot of lows. But when I found out that I was having a child, and I didn't know obviously what gender the child was or anything, it just, something clicked. Something that wasn't there before, it clicked for me. And I knew I had to be healthier. I knew I had to be something better than what I already am currently. And for this little child, I knew I wanted to be just everything I could. I needed to be a better role model for him. And the best way to start is by being healthier, eating healthier. If you want to lead your child, you need to do it by example, and I truly believe that. And everything that I'm going to do from this point forward is for that child. And we were very lucky, we were very blessed. He was born September 8th, 2023. He's the truest blessing of my life. I love him dearest, and I will achieve my goals for him. And so I'll let you give you a little bit background.
With me, with my overall weight, it's always been a struggle with me, and I can't exactly really nail down exactly what caused my stress or what caused me to just continually eating stuff between sneaking of food, getting into my teenage years and stuff. Probably the last time I could actually say I was the husky kid versus the one of the more fatter kids was probably about middle school, honestly. So I've always had the weight. I've always struggled with just where I was, not just in a mental sense, but just very much in a very physical sense. And pretty much fluctuated from after graduation, going out. I've served a church mission out in Illinois, really gained the weight out there, came back, and just slowly continued to build upon that more. I'm now happily married. I now have 2 little kids, but it wasn't until a little over a year and a half ago that my wife made me promise, just with all the medical that's been going on in our family, that if I ever reached 290, that I would go and talk to a doctor. And November of 2022, that's when I hit that weight. And it was a crucial decision. Do I keep going, keep hiding away, or do I legitimately keep my promise? And so I decided to keep my promise. I went to my doctor, found out I was at 292. So December 5th, 2022, that's when I started my lifestyle change. And that's really all that it really is. It's not a diet, it's not an exercise fad, it's a lifestyle change. And the one thing that got me through that crucial, however long it is to start a new habit, was it like 21 days, 27 days, something like that?
Yeah, exactly.
That after, to get through that, just that continued promise of being honest, being sincere, keeping that promise. And as of today, I am now 196. I have an ultimate goal to get down to 180, and then at 180, really focus more on building muscle. Now, as much as I wish to be like the next Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime and all that, I'm not looking for that. I'm just wanting to be just overall physically healthy, mentally healthy, and just in a better state of mind to be able to keep not just the weight off, but to keep an overall more positive mindset, a more overall positive body, and to just really be there for my kids, for my wife, and for my extended family. And honestly, just this year plus of losing almost 100 pounds, it really is just an eye-opener of just not just, okay, now I'm feeling better, I've lost all this weight, but more so, now that I'm here, what else can I do? What else can my body do? What else can my mind do? And so that's partially why we've decided to name this channel Seize the Day.
Yeah, absolutely. And so let's go into what we want to do with this channel. Our big goal is to build a community. Trust me, doing this alone, that has probably been my biggest struggle.
Absolutely.
All of these years. And right now we live in a pretty big household. We have 14 people. This is a story for another day. But we live in a really big household, and that's really been the difference for both of us. I think back when I had learned that I was having a son, I was actually just around 265. Like I said, I'm 218 now, so it's been a big accomplishment, and by golly gee, Damien's weight loss has been absolutely crazy as well. 100 pounds in over a year.
Basically, yeah.
And that's crazy good. And while only just changing slight things in his lifestyle to just make those adjustments and then keep at it, right? Never giving in, never giving up, and keeping your mind focused on the goals you want to do. But we want to do that together, right? We have a strong support system. We bumped off of each other. And there's a lot of things that we're totally in common is going to be our support system. I support him, he supports me, and together it just makes us click. It makes us work harder, right? When I start using weights, Damien's like, okay, I gotta start using weights now too.
Yeah.
Damien's eating healthier. I'm like, okay, I gotta put down the pizza and let's incorporate more veggies into my diet, right? Stuff like that. Just little things that we are just bouncing off of each other to be successful, and we're having a lot of success doing it. But we're in the middle of our journey. We're nowhere near the end of our journey.
Absolutely.
And so one of the things that I've always seen on a lot of different YouTube channels is you see these super buff, really healthy people that are just telling you what to do. And what we want to do is something different. We're in the middle of our journey. We want to be there with you guys. And we want you guys to join this journey with us. We want to hear your struggles. We want to hear your accomplishments. We want to hear your successes. It means a lot to us because it's all about the support system, the community that we're able to build. And if we can build that community, we can build it together. And we can create something that has a strong foundation. And I just feel like that is the route that we need to go. And that's why we're creating this channel.
Absolutely. And again, that structure is really what we're trying to build up here. Not just with me and John already having built this up just between ourselves, but also we'd like to build this out with you guys because, again, we are not health experts by any stretch of the imagination. We are not doctors. We are not scientists in the sense of having doctorate degrees or anything like that from any recognized credibility, university, whoever, whatever. However, we do have lived experience. We've lived most of our lives very much unhealthy. And right now, where we are in a healthier place, obviously we are not the next Mr. Universe or anything like that. However, what we do want to share is that while we may not be there yet, we want to share this journey with you, not to just be another set of heads on a screen to say, look at our lives, look how much better it is yours, because that is not what we're trying to do. What we are trying to do is to have you be a part of our lives and us a part of your lives, to show that not only is it possible to get to not only where we are, but wherever you want to ultimately be. Because at the end of the day, it's all about seizing the day, making it yours, making it ours. And that ultimately is the goal of the channel, the name of our channel, Seizing the Day. The day is ours.
Absolutely. And that's what it's going to come down to. And if we do this, we'll do it together. So let's go ahead and talk about the future of the channel and how we will incorporate a lot of different things. As you guys have probably seen, I have the big old Buster Sword out. I have Rebirth here. I'm a huge gaming nerd. I prefer single player games. Damien is far more into multiplayer games. We have, like I said, we have a lot of people in this household, so a lot of them are into multiplayer games. I'll play a multiplayer game, every now and then. But right now, my focus is this. This is my focus. I'm a huge nerd. He's a huge nerd. Absolutely. We have a lot of different things, as you can clearly see. We have a whole bunch of just awesome, little tidbits from. You could probably say these are mostly, 90s influenced. I'm a 90s kid. And Damien's a 90s
Absolutely.
Kid as well. So we're really excited about bringing on different news articles and stuff like that here to you guys that talks about the same stuff that you guys may also be interested in as well.
Well, and also given our own voice into the void, as well as our opinions on various games, various nerdy topics, various theories as far as pop culture coming down the pipeline. Hearing about all these movies, all these new games, all the buzz going around the internet, and just giving our 2 cents and incorporating that into seizing our day, making the day ours, just with these other things along the way.
Yeah, and so the very first videos that you guys will see us do, I have this handy dandy watch here. It's a Samsung Galaxy, it's a Galaxy 5 watch, and this pretty much is going to monitor steps, it's going to monitor calories, it's going to monitor sleep. So basically, midday and possibly end day here for you guys. I'm going to update where I'm at on that, so that way you guys can go ahead and follow along. A lot of people have Fitbits, have, Versas or whatever you may have. You have some sort of tracking system if you're trying to be healthier. So follow along. Let us know what you're at when these videos come out. Saturdays, we really try to do what we call Seize the Weekend. Yeah. Today we actually went on a huge hike. This is our first hike. I haven't been on a hike since, I lived in Colorado, and that was back in 2016-ish.
Last time for a hike for me, anything akin to that was probably when I was about 18. My last Boy Scout adventure. Eagle Scout, by the way.
18, that's quite a while. So anyways, we went on a hike and we like the sense of adventure. So seizing the weekend, we will be going either on a Saturday and Sunday and trying to do some sort of outdoor activity. So whether it's hiking, whether it's fishing, maybe it's just a simple walk. Obviously, as you can see here, I have my lovely puppy, Autumn, who does not like to be outside at all. She's pretty lazy. However, we'll get her into it so she can play. She can learn fetch and stuff like that. She's just a sweetheart. You guys will learn to love her.
Well, and also with seizing the weekend, it's not just going to be getting out and touching grass. As much as I feel that's very much needed for just everybody in general, just to get out in the sun. I mean, spring's coming on. But also, at least more from my end of things, is more so just other experiences to just say, why not? I mean, something I'm getting into is rock hounding, but more in line, like looking for fossils, looking for doing cool things with rocks, because I mean, the ring that I have on here, that's meteorite embedded with blue sandstone. I mean, I honestly think it would be really cool. I keep seeing all these like manly bands or whatever that have like T-Rex bone inlay or various things like that. I mean, you tell me this next time you're rolling dice for like Dungeons and Dragons or cribbage or whatever games you're rolling down, being able to handle like dinosaur bone or petrified wood. I mean, who owns that? I'd like to. I mean, that's partially going to be part of my weekend adventures, is just seeing what can I do beyond just going out and touching grass or pumping some irons. No, I want to see what else is out there, what other games I can play around, what other places I can go exploring. And again, that's how I'm going to be seizing my weekend, is just going on these mini adventures, these weekend adventures.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll have obvious goals, giveaways, and stuff like that. So as we reach subscriber goals, we'll do something. We'll let you guys know that once we reach 100 subscribers, we are definitely going to do a grilled hot wing challenge.
Now, a caveat with that is I do not do spicy. However, that is a goal that we have compromised on, that for 100 subscribers, I will sacrifice my tongue on the altar for a Hot Wings Challenge for a Q&A to better introduce ourselves, better get to know more what you're wanting out of our shared experience, and how we can better help you guys have the day be yours.
Absolutely. And so we're just going to have a lot of fun here. We're going to build this channel. We're going to build it, like I said, together. So we're very, very excited. These episodes will be released on Monday, and then we'll have a plan to share out like those weekend adventures, the Seize the Weekend videos, probably like on a Friday. So we'll like shoot it Saturday or Sunday, and then the following Friday we'll go ahead and release it. So you guys have a good start to your weekend, and you guys can, make your own opportunities there. I think that would be pretty fun. With that here, that's all that we had here for you today. This was just an introductory video here for you guys. We're excited to get started, and we're really excited to meet you all as well.
So please let us get to know more about where you are and what goals and what adventures and what days you would like to see going into the future.
Yeah, absolutely. And please hit that like and subscribe button. Obviously, it's going to help a brand new channel out, and spread the word. And I'm sure you guys know, if it's not you in particular, that you know someone who is struggling. And it could just be whether you're trying to lose weight, maybe you're possibly trying to gain weight, trying to get into a better mental health state. Those are the three criteria that we kind of like really look at, which is, mental health, diet, and then obviously exercise. Those three, if you have anyone who struggles with those, send them on over our way. Have them be part of this community. We want to create a positive community here for you guys, so you have someone to lean on. You don't have to do it alone. That's probably the hardest part about becoming healthier in general. And if we do it, we'll do it together.
Yep, and we definitely want to share this with you, not, again, for some trip, but we genuinely, having gone through this much so far, and just seeing how much crazy there is out in the world and how much unhappiness there is, we feel that this is something that everybody really should be able to do, is to get themselves up and to be able to finally say, the day is ours.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, we're nowhere near the end of our journey. I definitely have a ton of weight still left to lose, and absolutely, we're going to go ahead and do it. We're going to seize our day because the day is ours. So you guys take care. Have a fantastic day and enjoy.
Enjoy.